Today we can study the basic concepts of line and its projection on HP and VP. In graphics, there are so many questions to draw the projections of a line on HP and VP with the following conditions: parallel to HP, perpendicular to VP, parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP, and inclined to VP, parallel to HP, inclined to HP, parallel to VP, inclined to both the plane. So, to draw these projections, we should be able to think or see in mind about the VP and HP along with the line in the quadrant. So, this is a concept of HP and VP in first quadrant. This is a line. So, I am holding this line in front of HP and VP in different manners. We can have that. What do you mean by parallel to HP? Parallel to HP means all the points on the line will be equidistant from HP. That means parallel to HP. See, now it is touching on HP. It is on HP. Now the line is on HP. Now it is above HP. Now it is above HP. But always both the starting points as well as the ending points both are equidistant from HP. So now it is parallel to HP. Now also parallel to HP. Now also parallel to HP. So I am rotating this line even though the parallelism with the HP is not at all changed. Always it is parallel to HP. See, continuously rotating. But at the same time, its inclination with the VP is changing. Now it is perpendicular to VP. But now it is inclined to VP. Now it is inclined to VP. Now it is perpendicular to VP. Now it is inclined to VP. But parallelism with the HP is not at all changing. Always it is parallel to HP. So now it is always parallel to HP. But inclination with the VP is changing. Now it is perpendicular to VP. Now it is parallel to VP. Now it is parallel to both HP and VP. Now it is perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP. Now it is inclined to VP, parallel to HP. Okay. So, similarly, we can take parallel to VP. See, now it is on VP. Now it is parallel to VP. Now also it is parallel to VP. I am rotating this line. But parallelism with the VP is not at all changing. Always it is parallel to VP. But inclination with the HP is changing. Now it is perpendicular to HP. Now it is parallel to HP. But at the both time, it is parallel to VP. Okay. Then we can think about the projection on this HP and VP. Projection means the required hole to pass the line through that plane without changing the condition. That means a line which is parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP is like this. Suppose this line is passing through HP. What's the required hole to pass this line through HP? Only a point. Because it is parallel to VP. So one a single point is sufficient to pass this line through SP. So the projection of this line on SP will be a point. But at the same time, what will be the condition of the projection of this line on VP? Because without changing the condition, it is trying to pass through this plane. That means without altering this parallelism and inclination of the line, that means now also it is perpendicular to SP, parallel to VP. That condition is not at all changing. At the same time, it is trying to pass it through this plane. So when it is passing through the plane, a hole which is equal to the length of this line is required to pass this line through the plane. So the projection of this line on VP will be a line. So projection of the line on SP will be a point. Projection of the line VP will be a line equal to the length of the line. And suppose this type of a plane we cannot draw on a paper. So to draw on a paper, we are folding this plane like this. Now this is a single paper. So in first quadrant, VP projection will be above the XY line. This is the XY line. VP projection will be above the XY line and SP projection will be below the XY line. You see, this is a plane. So projection on this, that's a point. That point will be below the XY line. What will be the distance? This distance. This distance means the distance from VP. So suppose a line is 5 centimeter from VP and perpendicular to SP, that projection will be a point which is 5 centimeter from XY line and below the XY line. 5 centimeter from XY line, below the XY line, that's a point. So that's a projection of the line which is perpendicular to SP and parallel to VP. If you think the reverse, which is perpendicular to VP and parallel to SP, you see, this is parallel to SP. Now this is perpendicular to VP. This is also parallel to SP, but not perpendicular to VP, parallel to VP. This is inclined to VP, but parallel to SP. So similarly, if the projection of this line over VP will be a point and SP will be a line. You try the line is trying to pass through the plane. That will be a projection. This line is trying to pass through the plane. The whole is a projection. What will be the length of the line? Similarly, you should think what will be the projection of a line on SP and VP if it is inclined a little, not exactly perpendicular. You see that a line which is perpendicular to VP, parallel to SP, is inclined a little. That means not exactly perpendicular to VP, inclined to VP. Now this line is trying to passing through the plane like this without changing. So the projection will be a lengthy hole which will be not equal to the length of the line, but it is lesser than the length of the line. If it is exactly parallel, it is equal to the line, length is equal to the line. If it is exactly perpendicular, it will be a point. So if it is inclined, the length will be greater than a point but less than the length of the line. So this is the concept of lines and its projection on SP and VP.